All right, guys, we're going to get going on chart 37 here and do lines 1 and 2. I know we haven't been writing in the counts, but I'm going to go ahead and do that just kind of as an extra way for you to have it in front of you when we start clapping and counting. So I'm going to give this a shot. My phone is sitting on a music stand right now. I've ordered a tripod for it, so hopefully that'll get here by Thursday and we can, it's not quite so simplistic here. All right, so first thing, we're looking at 16th notes. So as per the usual, you want to make sure that you subdivide every beat to the 16th. Time signature is 2/4. So let's go ahead and start putting in our counts. Oops, see, already told you this is going to be a learning curve here. I'm going to keep it where you can see it and I can see it. So 1 E and a 2, 1 E and the and then 2 E and 2 and. You have an eighth rest on 1, which means this has to be 1 E. Here's the and of 1, 2. 16ths are 1 E and. I would put the in parentheses and the 2 in parentheses. E and 1 E and. All right, you know that's one full beat. If you're ever not sure, what I would go through and do is I would just subdivide, look for the beam that shows you the complete beat, all right, and write 1 E and above it. That means this has to be 2, and this has to be the and, because we've subdivided now to the eighth there. Okay, in this measure, simple, you've got eighth rest, eighth note, so 1 and 2 and Now this looks like a really complicated measure because you've got your 16th rest in there, but we know that's just 1. Next has to be E. Next 16th has to be the and. Last 16th has to be and your last quarter note of the measure is 2. Okay, so that would be line 1. Hope you can see it okay. With line 2, we're in 2/4. The eighth note falls on the and of 2. Okay, you've got an eighth rest that happens on 1. Eighth note on the and of 1. With the 16ths, same as before, 2 E and Okay, now we've got some dotted 8/16 stuff going on here. 1, 2, Everybody see why? 2 E and is all in the same note here, right there. Okay, 1 and 2 E and. 16th rest has to follow the front of the measure, has to be beat 1. Then you've got the E. Eighth rest has to fall on and also is included in that, right? I'm just gonna put it like that. 2 and 1 and E and 1 and 16th has to be on 2. 16th note has to be on 16th rest has to be on 2. 16th note has to be on the E, and that would be and there as well. All right, last measure. Take a look at it. And here are your counts. And then they take the anacrusis and put it back here at the front, which I think is kind of goofy, but you know how I feel about it. So, all right, so there's chart 37. What I would like for you to do is I would like for you to clap and count through this and record it for me. I'll have more instructions in classroom. Let me know if you have any questions.
Just wanted money and then he just was obsessed with celebrity and fame.